welcome back to the Fossil Academy. Now, it's been a bit of a while since my last video, and to be quite honest, I can't remember what I did on my last video, and that's how my brain works. So I always get a bit lost when I'm trying to make content for you lot, because my brain's all over the shop, and I start something and then I finish something and I half finish something and I put something down and I start something else. I don't always remember to film, and that's just how my brain's working. So I'll just give you a quick recap. So last thing I've been cleaning is this ammonite block. Now let me give it a. I'm almost there with it, to be fair. There you go, look. So it's got these really nice ammonites, and it's looking like, we're getting there, and it's gonna. I'm gonna have it sat on like a nice sort of wave. So that's I've got to finish that this week. I've started this bad boy. So this is out of the ledges. Fell out the cliff. I had a friend who was watching it for years, and then it fell out the cliff, and he collected it, and then it sat on his in his driveway, because he's not got a drive, in his house, in his walkway. What's a walkway? Corridor. It walked in his corridor. Sat in his corridor. I think 3 or 4 people stubbed the toe on it over the years. It's been sat there probably about 8 years, I bet 6, 7, 8 years, something like that. And then the other day it was like, oh, you can take it in there, yeah. So I'm going to show you. So this is what it looked like when it was sat in the cliff. And I thought it wouldn't be there. I thought it'd just peter out and that'd be it. But dun, 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 dun. Check that bad boy out. So I've started cleaning it, and it is looking fan-dabby-dozy. Now it's got a really nice. I mean, you can see on this on the shell here. Just put it up. Well, sort my lights out. Boom. There you go. So it's got on the shell. It's got oysters growing on the shell. I found this washed into the body chamber that's resting up against it. It's a beautiful ammonite, and the Zoic iron powder machine really sort of really makes this shine. It's really nice. It's beautiful. It's gonna be really nice. You know what I mean? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So yes, that's what I'm going to work on today, I think, is trying to get this something like something finished. And as well, I have got Robert's working with me. His name's Rob, but I call him Robert. And it's so nice having someone working, because it gets quite lonely when you're doing it by yourself. Rob's doing his washing or something today. But Rob's going to be working a bit more with me, and I'm going to start, because Rob's doing he does stuff that's a bit different to what I do. I'm mainly I prep ammonites and things like that. Rob's got a bit more. He does a lot of extraction. Getting permissions and doing extractions for people, and then cleaning his own sort of like ichthyosaurs and things like that. So hopefully I'll ask him and see if he's up for. Me maybe filming him a bit as well, so you get to see what Rob's doing as well. So it's good. I have been talking about it for so long. I am going to be doing courses, so if you do want to come down to the workshop and spend the day, or like half day, then you can do. It's going to be from 9 till like 9:30 till 2:30, something like that. But I've got to fit it in, maybe longer at the weekends. But yeah, so that's that's where we are. That's where I am. Now I'm going to start stocking the shop as well for Christmas. So I'll let you know what times I'm going to be opening that. So I'll be sat in there if you want to come down and get some stuff for Crimbo. Like you want to get a Fossil Academy fossil for someone for Christmas, you can do. Shameless plug. I hate doing that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. That's me. That's my headspace. So I've got to finish the sky block. So finish the sky block. We'll get this one finished. It's almost there. It's almost there. And I've got to get this one done. Now I did sell my big woodstone Asti, and I don't think I've done like a finished video of that, but I've sold it because I needed some money as well. And but yeah, Gollum bought that one, and yeah, oh Ken, not Gollum, Ken his name, isn't it? But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. That's it. That's the waffle over. Now I'm just gonna have some nice video of this bad boy being revealed and prepping, and I want it sat. You know, I think because if you look at here, it's a bit of a tricky one. I'm going to take this bit of rock off, and then when it gets to the body chamber bit here, up here, do I sort of cut it in and then dish that bit round. I would like to leave some rock on it. Do you know what I mean? But I have found another little ammonite sticking out there. I have tanked the top bit off there. Oh, it's been like chiseled off the top bit. So hopefully that's got a little nice little middle in there. That's quite thin. That is quite thin. But I do like that little bit of rock there. I think it'll make it a nicer sort of shape. It'll make it a nicer shape. There you go. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? But yeah, so that's what we're doing. See, I do this, I waffle too much, and then forget what I'm actually supposed to be doing. So yeah, what did I say I was going to do? Clean it, buzz it. Clean it, buzz it, blast it. Clean it, blast it. Pen it. Cool. Let's just do it. Music, montage, time lapse. Get there. So getting a lot more into here and getting a bit more detail on it. It's getting pretty thin, but looking nice. Get some more of these. Got these nice oyster shells on there. And this is coming off really nice. The shell, it's got, like, if you can see, it's got no shell on here, and the shell's really patchy and thin here. It's like non-existent. But then it turns to this gorgeous shell. You can see all the little creases and marks on it. Starting to get a little few little worm casings. But yeah, it's I'm really happy with how it's coming on. I'm going to pen that a bit more, I think. going to pen it a bit more because it's taking too long to aerobrade this off, even though it's probably about 6-7 mil of rock. It's not that much. I could still get that down just a little bit, just to save more time and power. You know, it's not about saving powder, because you can we reuse this powder. And it's the first time I think on one of my things I've shown like minutes and minutes worth of real-time abrading. This is what I do. But like all the powder, it'll be re-sieved to be put back into the machine. And you know, the less time you spend doing that, the more time you've got. It's better, isn't it? The more time you've got prepping. I'm gonna have a coffee, to be fair. Turn the music off just in case you can hear it and I get a copyright doofer. So yeah, so that's what it's looking like. It's looking really, really, really nice. I'm really happy with how it's coming out. I love Nautilus. Now again, Nautilus, everyone's like, oh, it's an ammonite. It's not an ammonite. A Nautilus and an ammonite are two totally separate species. So they're both very similar in the fact that they're coiled. You know, they both got chambers. But with the Nautilus, you see the chambers are straight like that. Okay. And if you remember with like an ammonite sutures, you can sort of see them here. An ammonite sutures are like, let's have a look, let's spin this one around. An ammonite's sutures are really frilly. So that's how you tell the difference between if it's a Nautilus or an ammonite. But like what I say, my analogy, a Nautilus and an ammonite, it's like cats and dogs. You know, a cat and a dog, very, very similar. They both got fur, apart from a Manx cat, I think that is. But they both got fur, they both got ears, noses, whiskers, tails. Do you know what I mean? They're very, very similar looking and characteristics, but they're totally different species. Same with Nautilus. And Nautilus are still alive in the seas today, which is amazing. And if I'm going to say it now, because it's never going to happen and it don't really matter, but if I ever got to 1 million subscribers, I would get a tank with a Nautilus in it. So put it out there. It's not going to happen, is it? But you know, it might do. Might do one day. You know, I'm about 80 or something. But yeah, I'm happy with that. But I just love this. You know, these ammonite, they're just so thin. They are. The shell is just. It's less than 1 mil. Like the shell's just so super thin, and you just show it the abrasive, and it just goes, bleh, just like disappears. Well, that's a technical term. So yeah, I think they're called roti. You know, what are they called? Coroniceros roti for yeah, that's what they are. And I think what I'm going to do as well. So it's really hard to make content because stuff takes so long, and then by the time I've got to the end of it, I forgot what I've filmed and I don't know what memory card it's on. So what I'm going to do, I think, is just keep filming like my workshop days, and I think I'll go for workshop day 1 for this sort of series, and then if I'm down the beach collecting whatever, it's really, you know, I want it to be a body of work. I want it to be a body of work that people can sort of just dip in and out of. Do you know what I mean? Say, oh, what's Dan doing this week? Or, you know, what's he doing this week? What's he working on? You know, because I'm going to be getting some really nice. I'm getting nice stuff. I always work on some amazing stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I did have Ian pop this one over. He got it off of. You can't really see. There you go. Ian popped this one over. And yeah, I checked to see if I had a middle, but they don't have a middle. They're not. They very, 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 very rarely have middles from that bed. That's from Burton Bradstock. It's a big one, but it's just a nice garden ornament, that one there, I think. But yeah, So yeah. If you do want me to clean any fossils, send me some pictures. Info at thefossilacademy.com. Info at thefossilacademy.com. Send me those as well if you've got any. Oh, I want this cleaning or whatever. It's a lot easier rather than posting stuff down if you can bring it into the shop and to the workshop, and I'll have a look at it for you. But yeah, game on. Right, I'm gonna carry on with this, and I'll do a quick recap rather than show you loads more. I will do a quick recap. So there we are. Here's what we've ended up with for today's. Yeah, one sec. For today's offering. So he's sort of sat in the body chamber of a big old Nautilus. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think what I'm going to do is keep this bit of rock here and take it around. See the line I've made there, and get rid of all that. So it sort of keeps a nicer shape. But we did have, I did have just had a workshop casualty. I had to bypass it. The refrigerant dryer. I bought a new fan for it recently, but I don't know, that new fan, I don't think it's up to thing. It overheating, really too hot to touch. I didn't want to. I think if I'm just, yeah, I don't know, it's dead, isn't it? So I bypassed it anyway. I just took it straight from the compressor straight through. As long as I've got a dropout filter for the iron powder to keep the moisture out, which is good. But yeah, so I think Rob said he's going to bring a dropout filter, another one. So I got it from compressor to dropout filter for the pens, and then to another dropout. So hopefully it should work. Should keep the moisture at the tools and it's the abrasive really. That's what's tricky. So I'm hoping, yeah. I mean, it was a good bit of kit, but I tried fixing it, and I don't think I've done a good job. So, yeah, it was a cheap knockoff fan, like a generic one. It weren't the original. So I don't know. I could send it in for a thing, but I don't know. Just if I'll get another dropout filter, and hopefully it should be okay. But yeah, all I've got to worry about is getting moisture in here, in that. So I don't want moisture in my abrasive machine. But anyway, yeah, enough of that. Dead. But yeah, so yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm really happy. It's looking really nice. It's looking really, really nice. Getting right in there, getting right down in there. This is going to be a bit tricky. It's all about your angles, but this bit here is going to be tricky to get to sort out. But that's tomorrow's job. So yeah. But anyway, that's it. That's what I've done today. Yeah, I'm gonna have a quick coffee and then tidy up, and then get home. So yeah. Until next time. Yeah. Cool. Got the dolomite. Me and Rob cut a hole because we had, this is it, looking through there, and then that's the glass section. Rather than make an entire glass front like that, which takes ages, we just wazzed a hole in that and stuck some glass over the top of it. Yeah, it's a bit slapdash. My dad would be proud. He'd have been like, yeah, it's good DIY that, you've. My dad, who famously had a big hole in the ceiling, and he just stuck a bit of paper over it. Awesome. Stayed like that for like 10 years. Best DIY ever. So I'll do. Yeah, a bit of paint over it, bit of paper. Spot on. Anyway.